The Who Win of the Week this week is Spiral Kraft Macaroni and Cheese versus SpaghettiOs. Let me tell you something right now. SpaghettiOs are trash. They're disgusting, and the people who eat them are disgusting. Spiral Macaroni and Cheese is elegance personified. It's delicious. It's unbeatable. It's dynamic. It's a delight to have in your mouth. SpaghettiOs is when you are on your last fucking step. Does that make sense? Yes, I think it does.
So
when you are at your wit's end, the only thing there is a SpaghettiOs. And the fact that you can eat it cold is disgusting. And I think there are people out there that prefer it cold. You have to cook the spiral macaroni and cheese, and that's a benefit to it.
So when is the last time you have you ever had SpaghettiOs?
No, and I never will. Let me say this about SpaghettiOs as well. Spiral macaroni and cheese comes in a cardboard box.
Oh, dude,
SpaghettiOs comes in a can.
SpaghettiOs
have been isolated in their ivory fucking tower for their whole lives. Ooh, we're SpaghettiOs. They should be behind bars is where they should be.
This was part of my argument as well. But first of all, I'll say this. We were not Chef Boyardee people growing up, and I agree for the longest time I thought it was gross. And then one time I had beefaroni, Chef Boyardee beefaroni, which is not different than SpaghettiOs.
I know.
But I realized, like, holy shit, this stuff is gas.
When I worked for a certain public access station, we would have these remote shoots in this hot-ass production van, and there was a man who I worked with who, for lunch, would bring 2 cans of Chef Boyardee products, and he would eat them out of the can, no heating them up, in the hot-ass
Well,
van.
yeah, they were already warm. In the hot van.
Disgusting.
But hey, we're not talking about that guy, okay? Here's the thing is, people sleep on them, but I think they're actually a lot better tasting than you would expect.
I don't care about the taste. I care about the attitude. I care about the truth. That's what I care about.
All right, regardless. So I think right away you're sleeping on SpaghettiOs a little bit because you have a personal vendetta against them. Again, I'll say this, and I've said it before. This game is about integrity. You have to put personal vendetta aside.
How dare you?
All right, let me finish. So I'm glad that you brought up the packaging thing because I was thinking about this too. So SpaghettiOs are canned. Spiral mac and cheese comes in a box. And let me preface it with this. Again, just we're talking about integrity. I love spiral mac and cheese. I don't know why it tastes so different. I can't explain it.
The shape.
But it is so good. But you said it yourself. There's a reason that spiral mac and cheese comes in a flimsy little cardboard box and SpaghettiOs must be canned. And it's because SpaghettiOs, to your point, maybe they should be in prison, okay? Maybe they should be doing a little hard time, right? But guess what? Is that my phone vibrating?
Yeah.
Let me get that out of there. Well, why'd you look at me like that, like with disgust?
I was thinking about SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs would beat the fuck out of spiral mac and cheese.
No.
Because here's the thing. We're talking cooked, too, okay, right?
Yep.
You've already got your cheese and your butter and your milk.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that's I'm going to give spiral mac and cheese the best advantage that it can have and be made with the proper products. No,
Terrific. Now you keep going. You just let me know when you're done because I'm going to wait for that.
Also, if you look at you kind of took my point and tried to use it for yourself, but I think it actually hurt you very significantly because I think SpaghettiOs are way tougher than spiral mac and cheese. Spiral mac and cheese is a bunch of soft little mushy little, we're just here to have fun and be spiral mac and cheese. They're going to get the fuck kicked out of them. Here's the other thing. Even if spiral mac and cheese wanted to try to go on the offense and attack and try to spear the SpaghettiOs, guess what? Go right through them.
Matthew,
idiots.
Fool.
And also the sauce for SpaghettiOs, like the sauce it comes in, has to be, I'm just going to throw out an estimate number, 10,000 times more acidic than the mac and cheese. It might just if you poured a can of SpaghettiOs on top of mac and cheese.
It completely nullifies the acidic effect of SpaghettiOs.
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
Can I? Okay, so here's the thing.
That's because you're missing the point there. That's how acidic the SpaghettiO sauce is.
I mean, if you're missing the point of how effective the cheese of Kraft mac and cheese spirals is.
If you looked at an open can of SpaghettiOs, you would have heartburn.
Yes, that's true, and that's me. Now, spiral mac and cheeses. Sure, SpaghettiOs on the streets, they're the toughest cat around. But spiral mac and cheese, Matthew, it's an elite military unit.
If it was, they wouldn't keep it in a cardboard box.
It can survive through that. That's basically the basic training of the spiral mac and cheese.
It's not about survival in their world. It's not about survival, though. You're looking at it all wrong.
The spiral shape, obviously, it twists. It moves. They attack like a series of daggers flying as quick as they can. I'm not done, Matthew.
They're going to go right. Yes, it goes right through the SpaghettiOs.
You fool! You idiot! You're not seeing what they could do because it's not just one spiral mac and cheese that's going through the loop. It's many of them, and they break apart the thin, disgusting spaghetti ring that is the SpaghettiO, shatter it, move on to the next one, because that's what they do. It's the fucking SEAL Team 6 of stovetop dinners.
Like, you know in 300 where they make the rock and all the arrows hit their shields?
Yeah.
It would be like that, except for instead of being a shield, it would just go right through them.
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
You know what it would be? It'd be in Avengers when somebody shoots something at Doctor Strange and he circles it and it goes one way and then circles it and it goes right back at him.
That's it. What? SpaghettiOs can't create portals.
No, I know, but they are themselves a portal. It wouldn't come back, but it would go through.
But what I'm telling you, man,
it would hit the wall on the other side, and then it would
the spaghetti noodle, the SpaghettiO noodle, circular noodle, is wimpy, and just a couple of spiral. Okay, make sure you keep the audio on for this part. The spiral mac and cheeses. Here's 4 spiral mac and cheese right here at the end of my finger. That's the whole fight. And then they go on the next one.
They don't. They're not going to go.
It's an elite military operation. That's what the spiral mac and cheese brings to the table. They are destroying SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs have been isolated in that stupid
SpaghettiOs
so
are
long.
like SpaghettiOs
they have
are
no
like
idea.
SpaghettiOs are like the Davy Jones Locker crew. They've been living sealed, mushy, soggy for so long. And when they get out, they just wreak havoc.
Yeah, and how do they fare in those movies, actually? How do they fare in those movies? How do they make out? How do they make out at the end? Depends on what part?
Yeah. Once Davy Jones dies, but they're not Davy Jones. I'm just saying that's like the way that they are when they take over. They're the meanest ship in the whole ocean.
And who gains control of them? The Royal British fucking Navy. And that is what the spiral mac and cheese unit is.
Spiral mac and cheese is not the Royal Navy. The spiral mac and cheese
Matthew.
is
I'm telling you it is.
And I'm telling you it's not. That's the stupidest thing you could ever imagine.
That's not true, actually.
Yes,
I think it's really cool. I think it's actually really cool and smart. I think it's actually a really cool, smart thing that I said. So.
That was Tim Robinson. That was Detroiters. You just tried to Detroiters my ass.
Hey, if it works, it works,
did
brother.
I just made
Shout
you
out
more
to
mad.
Mr. Bones.
I didn't even.
I got to tell you about this thing I saw.
I'm thinking SpaghettiOs. And again, I'll put it on the record. I like spiral mac and cheese better, although I do also like SpaghettiOs. You are you're not seeing the whole picture because you're so.
Every time you start to lose a good win, you try to come after.
I'm so erect about spiral mac and cheese, and you're so disgusted by the fact of SpaghettiOs. Ooh, I'm
disgusted
sorry. My name's
by
not
the fact
Andrew,
that you think they
and
can
I
win.
eat filet mignon for dinner every day. I can't possibly fathom eating food out of a can. Guess what?
I eat plenty of food out of cans. Creamed corn. I love creamed corn. I'll cream a corn all day.
I do
but
love
SpaghettiOs are
When's the last time you had creamed corn?
2 days ago.
Liar.
Prove
You
it.
haven't had cream
Prove
corn
it.
in
Check
years.
my poop.
I
Check
bet
my
you
poop.
haven't had cream
Prove
corn
it.
in years.
Prove it. Check my poop,
When's
man.
the last time you
Check
ate something
my
out of a can?
poop.
I want to know when the last
my
time you
poop.
ate something out of a can was.
2 days ago, and I had creamed corn.
You didn't have cream corn 2 days ago.
Check my poop.
Swear.
I'm what?
That you had cream corn 2 days ago.
Fuck.
Emily got his ass. When's the last time you had you ate something out of a can? Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
Little prissy bitch.
Listen. I'm elitist. Without a doubt. I think I've made that very clear multiple times on here. I have no problem with that. SpaghettiOs are gross.
We're not
talking about this. We're not talking about this. We're talking about who would win in the fight. You're trying to bring it away. Every time you start to lose, you attack my integrity. You attack my integrity. I'm oozing with integrity. I am gooey with integrity, like the delicious spiral mac and cheese.
I'm taking SpaghettiOs.
And I'm taking spiral mac and cheese because that's the winner.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Spiral mac and cheese versus SpaghettiOs.